Mansion Day School felt like a second family, honestly. It was small enough that you got to really know everyone, but still big enough to experience new things every single school year. I just managed to get a really deep bond, and I really loved the teachers, especially how difficult they made the curriculum, because that allowed me to really strive towards greatness.
We have to make them feel comfortable. Children learn in environments where they feel accepted, and they learn in environments where they feel challenged, and they learn how to treat each other with kindness in an environment where they are treated that way.
The staff, they are caring, they're strict, however they're really nice, and they genuinely want to see you succeed.
When Quinn started first grade, he was identified as highly gifted. When we moved to Columbus in late 2018, we entered a public school system, and it seemed okay in the beginning, and it was, walking distance from our home. It was the perfect suburban, atmosphere and environment. It wasn't long before we realized, it was about a year or so in, when we realized that he was just not being challenged at all, and it was actually affecting his behavior. We knew we had to make a change. We knew we had to find something else, and by the grace of God, we were blessed to come in contact with some folks that knew about Mansion.
Quinn was having problems at school because they had labeled him with anger issues and so on and so forth at his school, but I didn't see that.
We did a tour, and as we walked in to the school, we were given the opportunity to visit a classroom, no notice, and it was Miss May, the math teacher. Miss May greeted us, spoke with us, and the whole conversation, no one turned around, everyone stayed focused on what they were working on. Then she seemingly randomly picked one of the kids to explain what they were working on, and it was this young man stood up and started to explain a simple machine and levers and this and that, and we were just like, so in that one experience, my wife and I know I was a little teary-eyed, but my wife and I left knowing about the discipline, the structure, the education, everything was there in just a glance.
When they did transfer him here, he was the first one in his family to come, what I saw was nothing like they had described. What I did see was a very, very bright young man who needed to be challenged. I saw him for those years as just blossoming into the young man that he is today. Very articulate, very confident, a friend to all.
I actually hadn't learned how to do long multiplication yet. And we were learning how to do lattice multiplication in math with Miss May. I didn't know what was going on, and I was kind of scared, but really gently she helped explain the process and ended up getting me on track with everyone within just a week. And I don't think I could have done that without her.
Our mantra is strong start, strong finish. You started strong here. Now I expect you to carry that with you the rest of your life. We expect big things from our children, students.
It was the environment that allowed him to really have to work hard. It satisfied his need for learning new things. It's one of those things where once you see it, you can't unsee it. And the environment that exists here, it was just so incredible. So we had to bring everyone in. And so yes, and if it wasn't for this, I don't know where my kids would be headed. I don't know what type of experiences he would be having or any of them would have. This has definitely been a launch pad for excellence. It definitely has changed my mindset. My wife also has, been just amazed at where we are versus where we were.
I've been doing this job now for 28 years, and I've seen in those 28 years my philosophy of how we teach and what we teach, how it works. My students grow up to be what we want them to be, contributing, positive contributors to our society. And they reach back, and they stay in contact, and they support each other even afterwards. What we do here is special, and I see it more as a calling. It's not just a job for me. I am in the work that I'm supposed to be because I was called to be in it. Miss
Dee, she she's definitely changed me as a person, and I don't think I could be the same person I am now without her. And she's kind of like another grandmother to me. I just want to say that I'll forever remember her and I'll forever love her.